Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we will discuss about placement of riser and chill in a mold. Now, placing and locating a riser. Now, the riser, the available liquid in the riser can be fed to the desired location within the casting. Now, otherwise, the center of concept of center line feeding resistance is to be applied in this. The most important factor is thermal gradient within the casting, particularly during the last stage of cooling, when minimal gradient depends upon shape of the cross section and the size of the cross section. We have to see the thermal gradient. Accordingly, the feeding mechanism should be efficient one, and therefore we have to locate in a place such and in a place that it can efficiently able to feed molten metal and compensate this shrinkage. Otherwise, the center line feeding resistance will come into play, and therefore that will be the casting will become defective. Now, for casting of low A by V freezing ratio, and this, for example, for cube, sphere, etc., one central riser is sufficient. But for a casting of high AV ratio, freezing ratio, now like a bar, a plate, there one central riser won't be efficiently work, and therefore they need, depending upon this length, they have to, and the width, they have to have more than one riser. Now, therefore, let us see how to locate and place a riser in a steel plate up to 100 mm thick. Now, here we can see this is the sand. Due to the sand, it gives a sound casting up to 2.5 times of the thickness of the casting, the sand mold, I mean. While the riser feeds efficiently to a length up to 2T, where T is the thickness. Therefore, up above this, that becomes a center line shrinkage. And therefore, the maximum distance, if that a riser can cover to the end of the sound mold and metal mold face and metal interface is 4.5 T. This is due to the age contribution, and this much 2T is due to the riser contribution. Therefore, 4.5 T will give a sufficient flow of the molten metal and compensate the shrinkage. More than that, we have a center line shrinkage, and therefore the maximum is this. The one central riser feeds satisfactorily. Now, if the feeding distance is less than this, as we have discussed, okay, the riser distance prevail up to 2T, while the end wall gradient prevails up to 2.5 T. Now, maximum distance between two consecutive risers, therefore, will be, because 2T by one riser and 2T by another riser. The total distance above this, these risers won't able to compensate the shrinkage, and the central line shrinkage will take place. Therefore, the maximum distance which two consecutive risers can efficiently work is 40. Now they can be summarized by the given figure, all these two values. Now similarly, now locating a riser in a steel square section. Now where to locate in a square section bar that was talking about plate. Now if it is a bar, square section bar measuring up to 50 to 200 mm, and therefore this is a bar of thickness T, side T, and therefore 1.5 T to 2 T is due to this age contribution of the sand casting, while the riser can compensate up to 2.2 T to 2 T, and therefore remaining portion, if it is, then there will be center line shrinkage. Therefore, on the other side, the riser with a distance of 6 under root T will will able to compensate efficiently. Now, therefore, this gives the square bar, and therefore we are having. Now, therefore, if we look into what should be the maximum distance if two risers are applied, that how much apart they can be placed so that they can feed efficiently. Therefore, copying to the same previous slide, then one riser will compensate up to this distance, up to 2t, 0.2 to 2t, and another riser same value. Therefore, the maximum distance these two risers compensate will be this 1t to maximum 4t, where t is the thickness of the side of the riser. Now, in short, we can have the same value. Now, a chill. Chill is utilized to solidify a location prior to the other locations. Moreover, it increases the cooling rate, achieves directional solidification, and it also increases the feeding distance of the riser by providing chill. The feeding distance that we have seen can be enhanced. Now, what is a chill? Chill is just a metallic object having higher heat absorbing capability than the sand mold, and therefore the cooling rate will get enhanced. But as we know, if the thermal conductivity of the chill is less, then it will be less effective, and therefore we should choose a chill which should have a higher thermal conductivity. Moreover, if we can provide exothermic compound with the riser, then the riser will increase its solidification time and its ability to feed will get enhanced. Now, there can be external chill and can be internal chill, but they should be, while applying, they should be dry, and we should install chill just very close before pouring the molten metal, so that there may be no moisture which may be transferred into the mold cavity and to the metal, and some porosity may take place in the cavity and make the casting defective. Now, placing this chill and locating the chill in a plate of say thickness T, we can see that if the thickness is T, therefore this 4.5 T we have observed is due to the riser. This plus 50 is for the chill. Now, if chill is being provided, then therefore we can see the feeding mechanism of riser, feeding distance has got enhanced from 4.5 T to 4.5 T plus 50 more. this get enhanced. Now therefore, similarly, if the chill is there, now this is the distance between, therefore if the two risers are in between the distance and chill is there, therefore this much 4.5t plus 50 plus 4.5t plus 50. Now the maximum distance has got increased from 4.52 t to this much amount due to the use of this chill. Similarly, if we look into the bar, now if it is sand casting, sounding is sand, and therefore it will have, as we have seen earlier, 1.25 T2, and further it will have a centerline shrinkage. Now, if we are having a chill, then this much amount for a square section bar with side T, we will see that this much has enhanced. This much amount has been enhanced due to this chill by the riser, and therefore we can see this chill has given this much value. If riser is there, therefore this value is being this much 6 root t for the riser and plus t for the chill, and therefore total distance, maximum distance is enhanced if chill and a riser is being used. Now further, if between two risers chill is being provided, now therefore this much amount by one riser and this much amount by another riser will be enhanced, and therefore the maximum distance between the riser will get increased compared to if there is no chill over here. Now therefore by providing a chill, we can enhance the distance between two risers. Moreover, we can provide an exothermic compound near the riser. This will also increase its solidification time. And therefore, this is how we can, depending upon the risering system, we can distribute risers and can manage by applying chills so that we can have an efficient and sound casting and avoid center line shrinkage. And this is all about the locating the risers